Hi, so this is the first podcast for the French Lab Initio course. I've given 3 lessons so far about French, so here is the summary. So I'll begin with the alphabet. So it goes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Then the I is pronounced E in English, which makes it kind of complicated, but you'll assimilate this pretty fast. Then I know that the sound R is quite hard to pronounce for a non-native speaker, so this sound comes from the back of the throat like that. R. Also, the W is literally W in French, and the Y is said Y or Y in French. So for the sounds now, I put the S sound in first line. This is to know that the simple C can also be pronounced like a K. Secondly, the IN, you see, is pronounced un. Then you've got the sound on written N, written AN. That changes to a EM or AM in front of a B or a P. Next, you have the sound U that you can find in English as well in the word you, for example. After you have un, that is also the way you'll write the number 1 or you'll pronounce the number 1 as well. Then there is the sound wa that you can kind of say like an u and a a. After there is the o, you must be careful with that because you have the sound o just after, so it's o and o. After that there is the sound e. And lastly, there are the sounds E and E. On the 11th line, the first E with an accent has an accent said grave, and the second E has an accent said circumflex. On the last line, you have the sounds E. The ET is also the word to say and in English, and the last E has an accent aigu. So to have and to be. So here are the basic ways to conjugate the verbs to be and to have. It is a simple present. So it goes like je suis, tu es, il, elle, c'est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont. And then for to have, j'ai, tu as, il, elle, ça, a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. You'll notice that at the third person of singular, the C apostrophe for the to be becomes a CCD for to have. Moreover, there is a difference for the third last persons that you must absolutely know. Ils sont for they are and ils ont for they have. The way you say ils sont is like a S and the way you say ils ont is like a Z. Then, for the way you say the basic formalities, I just put the way to say hi and bye for this slide. So you'll say salut to your friends mostly because it's not really correct to say that to a teacher or an older person. I know that Americans, for example, say hi to their teacher, but it's not appropriate to talk like that to teachers in French. You'll mostly say bonjour. Also, in French, bon après-midi is used when you say bye to someone after having met this person in the afternoon. Next, you have bonsoir that you use for when you meet someone, so it's like in English. Then the bonne nuit, which means good night, is also similar to English. After that, you have à bientôt, which means see you soon. À plus tard, to say see you later, and to make it short, à plus, which just means see you. Again, you won't talk to all the people using à plus, and you would rather choose a way to say it like à bientôt or à plus tard. Finally, you have au revoir, which means bye. Then, to go on with the formalities, you have merci, which means thanks. You can also say merci à vous, merci à toi, or even merci bien. To say please, you'll use s'il vous plaît or s'il te plaît. So the vous is the plural form to talk to people or the formal way to talk to someone. It's like the you in English for the plural or for the formal you then. For the third line, this is a very formal way to say something. It's kind of the way to say you did something with pleasure. You can also use avec plaisir. Finally, you have you are welcome, which is de rien in French. So to introduce yourself, I made up a conversation from a friend to another. Salut, je m'appelle Manon, et toi, comment tu t'appelles? This is the verb s'appeler in French, which is to be called. We won't say mon nom est Manon, which is my name is Manon, but we'd rather use the form je m'appelle instead. Bonjour Manon, je m'appelle Laura. Comment vas-tu? So the form how are you in French is how do you go? Je vais bien, merci. Et toi, comment ça va? Moi aussi je vais bien. Quel âge as-tu? I'm fine too. Me too, I go well for the literal way. For quel âge as-tu, it means what age do you have? I'm 17 and you? This is a very similar way to English, so I don't think I need to explain this. Here I put the verb to go that you can use to say I go wherever, and I put in brackets the word bien that you can add to any of the form of the verb aller, to go. So for the numbers, it has a lot of irregularities. For 1, 2, and 3, you can already see how the sounds are in those numbers. Ides, un, e, wa. I put points where it goes on the same way as the last number I wrote. I mean, for example, I wrote 23, 23, and then points until 30 because after 23 it goes like 24 is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So I'm gonna read everything I wrote. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So it goes on and on, so I won't say the points anymore. 40, 41, 42, etc. 50, 51, 52. 60, 61, 62. 70, 71, 72, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, etc. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 99, 100, 200, 201, 202, etc. 300, 400, 1000, 2000, 10 000. Remark, mille is always singular, but thousands of are des milliers de. It was always thus and always thus will be. Thank you.